Good morning. Thank you for your assignment, and I hope you had a great weekend. Before I start, I found there is a mistake that I saw in like 4 or 5 answers. I want to go over this question with you. In the previous assignment, we had y equal 3x squared plus 24 plus 10. And we want to find the vertex of this, and we know that in order to find the vertex I want to put this in vertex form, and the method I have to use is completing the square. I don't know, for some reason I found people sending the 10 to this side and doing some stuff that I didn't teach. So I will do this one and I will show you how we usually do it. Y equals, I'll put brackets, I'll factor the 3 out, then I get the number, this is 8x, sorry, I get the number in front of the x, I divide it by 2, and then I square it. So when I square this I get 16, and I add and subtract this 16 between the brackets. Then I will keep the positive value inside, and I will take the negative value multiplied with a, so negative 48 plus 10, and I complete, this is a perfect square, so I factor that. Okay, and the vertex will be negative 4, negative 38. I found people writing 0 and 10. I don't know where you get 0 and 10. This was like in 2-3 assignments, maybe 4. I just wanted to let you know that we find the vertex at the end after we put the quadratic in vertex form. Okay, this is the only comment regarding the assignment. Okay, so today we are learning a new lesson. It's about solving quadratic equation. Before I start solving quadratic equations by factoring, here there is another method we're going to learn maybe in tomorrow or later. I just wanted to tell you 2 things. If I have 2 variables multiplied and the result is 0, this equals 0 if a equals 0 or b equals 0, or both of them are 0, because 0 times anything is 0, 0 times anything is 0. If both of them are 0, this will give us 0 as well. So if I have 2 terms like this, x minus 3 and x plus 5 equals 0, and I want to solve this equation, I need to see what are the values that will make this term 0 and this term 0. So I take x minus 3 and make it equal 0 and solve for x. So x will be 3. And I take x plus 5 and make it equal 0 and solve for x. So x equal negative 5. So if I put 3 here, 3 minus 3 will be 0. 0 times anything is 0. And if I put negative 5 here, negative 5 plus 5 is 0 times anything is 0. So when I have 2 things multiply and the result is 0, I need to see what makes each term equal 0, right? This is the first thing I wanted you to know. The second thing I wanted you to know is what is the meaning by solving a quadratic equation. By solving quadratic equation, actually we are trying to find the x-intercept, where this parabola will cut the x-axis. So those are the solution. Those are the x values that I want to find. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So where the curve cuts the x-axis, this is the solution. This is the values I want to find. What is common here and there? When we cut the x-axis, y has to equal 0. So I am finding the x-intercepts, or I am finding the x values where y equals 0. This is the meaning of the graphical meaning of solving quadratic equation. Okay, there are many names for solving quadratics. For those values, we call them solutions. We call them x-intercepts because they intercept. This is where the curve cut the x-axis. We call them roots, and we call them zeros. So those are the four names. I may ask in a test or in a question, find the roots. So you know that we are looking for this. Find the x-intercept, we are looking for this. Find the zeros, we are looking for this. Solve, we are looking for this. Okay? That's what we mean by solving quadratic equation. Okay? Now, we are going to have some examples. If I told you to solve x squared plus 9x plus 14 equals 0. The first thing, I need to make sure that I have a 0 here. If I have any other number, I cannot solve. I have to send the number inside first. So the first thing, I have to make this equal 0. I have to have a 0 here because I am getting x when y is 0. Then I'm going to factor this the way we did before. So I will use the chart. This is 3 terms, nothing is common, a is 1, so right away x and x. Find two numbers, multiply to 14 and add to 9, so that's 7 and 2, so plus 7 plus 2. This is factor, okay? But I don't ask to factor, I ask to solve. So there is one step after factoring. I need to make each factor equal 0, so I will split those. I want to see what makes this 0, x equal negative 7 will make this 0. What makes this 0, x equal negative 2 is the other value that will make this 0. So the solution here is x equal negative 7 and x equal negative 2. Again, have a 0, factor. We are not stuck here. I didn't ask to factor, I asked to solve. Make each term equal 0 and solve for x. Okay? Another example. 2x squared plus 5x equals 0. Okay, now I have a 0 here, so it's okay, I can start to process. The first step of any factoring is to look for common factors. Is there anything common here? Yes, x is common. What will be left inside? I divide each term by x, so that will leave 2x plus 5. Now I have two things multiplied to give us 0, so I need to find the value that I will make each term equal 0. Then I will solve. This is solved already. X equals 0 is one of the solution, and the other one, x equal negative 5 over 2. I send the 5 over, it's negative 5, I divide it by 2, so negative 5 over 2. If you look here, if you put negative 5 over 2 here, this will be 0, and 0 times anything will be 0. If I put 0 for x, this will be 0, 0 times anything is 0. So this is another example. Now, another one, 6x squared minus x plus 15 equal 15. Now, the question is, Can I start factor the x out and make each term equal 15? No, we can't. We must have a 0 in one side. We must have a 0. We are finding the x-intercept, so y has to be 0. I must have a 0 in one side. How can I do that while I'm having 15 here? I just can subtract 15 from both sides or send the 15 over with an opposite sign. So 6x squared minus x minus 15 equals 0. Okay, now I can start to factor this. The first step, is there anything common? No. Is this a perfect square? 6 is not a perfect square. A equals 1? No. So what I have to use? Yes, the last resort, AC method. So we multiply the A and the C. So 6 times negative 15. This is 6 times negative 15. This is negative 90. We need to think of two numbers multiplied to negative 90 and at the same time add to negative 1. So yes, negative 10 and positive 9. What we're going to do with those? We're going to rewrite this, but we're going to break the middle term with those two terms using these two numbers. Now I factor by grouping. So 2x is common. This is 3x minus 5. And here 3 is common, so 3, that will leave 3x minus 5 equals 0. What is common here? I see that 3x minus 5 is common, and that will leave 2x plus 3 equals 0. Are we done? No, we are not. We factored, but we didn't solve yet. How we solve? We take each factor or each term and make it equal 0 and solve the two equations. So solve this. 3x equals 5, so x equals 5 over 3, and the other one 2x equal negative 3 and x equal negative 3 over 2. So the two solutions are 5 over 3 and negative 3 over 2. Okay, so this is today's lesson, solving quadratic equation by factoring. I am going to give you a homework from the book, and then if you have questions, please send me. So I want you to do page 279, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So simply from 1 to 5. Waiting for your questions, and have a great day. Bye.